Hello guys, welcome to MX5 World Sim Series 2023 season round 4, and today we are driving around Oran Park. Again, I did qualify to the first split, although I think the gap to the margin that was separating me from the second split was only like 500ths of a second, so it was very close again. But that's just the name of the game this year. Margins are very small this year. And for the race, as you can see, I'm starting way back in the grid again. Behind me is my teammate Michael Elliott, who did fail to get a time in qualifying, and then, well, also behind me on the right hand side is Sam Smith. And so yeah, I'm starting from third last position for the race. And we are soon about to go green. It's very interesting to see how the first few corners are going to be. The sweeper and the Coca-Cola corner are very difficult to navigate through in lap 1, but we will see. So I think the Sam Smith behind me got a little bit better start, and we are about to go to sweeper 3 wide, so I brake a little bit earlier than the guys alongside me. I just don't fancy go there 3 wide. At this point I was just focusing on what is happening in front of me and that I don't hit anything or anybody. But yeah, we survived, me and Michael, we survived the first few corners. There were a couple cars going on travel, so we gained a couple free positions there. But overall it was a very clean start. So yeah, for this weekend, or for this race, I was lacking a little bit motivation, I don't know why, but I'm still glad I joined the race. By the way, there's one car on a wall there, I think it was one of the top runners. But yeah, I was lacking a little bit motivation. I'm glad that I did my seeding day, and I'm glad that I qualified at first split. But for this race I didn't have any practice whatsoever in this setup. But I was able to get a hang of it quite well during the practice before the qualifying this evening. However, I think overall I was maybe a little bit slower with this setup than I used to be in a baseline setup. But it doesn't really matter. Baseline or advanced, I knew I was the slowest car, one of the slowest cars on the grid anyway, so I really just need to use my racecraft and know what are my pedals and what are not my pedals, and try to get all the points available. And Sam Smith went a little deep to this Coca-Cola corner. We are going side by side as we are approaching this right-hander. I didn't really want to try to make this work from the outside, so I settled for my position for now. Also my teammate Michael Elliott behind me, but I wasn't worrying about him at all. I know he won't do anything stupid. We are teammates, so we are working as a team. And this is now a little bit later, I think this is lap 3. Michael Elliott actually lost a position behind me, and I was catching this train, or this, well yeah, there's the train forming up. And this is actually where I gain like a lot of free positions right here. You can see 4 cars going off track. And that was quite unreal feeling when I was driving. Just staying on the track, I gained 4 positions, so I was a little bit lucky there. But anyway, race continues. After that, it was pretty much just a fight between me and Sam Smith, who was in front of me. He went a little sideways there at the last corner. I had to slow down a little bit. I wasn't quite sure what is going to happen, and due to that I lost the position for this car number 4 behind me. But it didn't really matter. I knew that this was one of the fastest cars on the track anyway, so I happily let him go. Maybe he was just having a misfortune at the start. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, my main battle here seems to be against Sam Smith, who did actually get a better start and who did make a move on me before the first corner, so it all came down to the start, I guess. And now I was just desperately trying to find a place to make a move. He was going always a little sideways maybe, so I thought that I will just try to apply as much pressure as I can. But then again, he was also having great pace having great lines, defensive lines here and there, and just didn't crack under the pressure. This is now lap 8, and finally he makes a mistake. I don't know, maybe, yeah, he just turned way too early to this right-hander, went off track, so I was able to get around him from the outside. Surely that must be a slowdown penalty, I was thinking, during the race. I wasn't quite sure. It seems like he wasn't having a slowdown penalty, or maybe he was serving it very, very well so that I didn't even notice. It doesn't really matter. I'm now leading this train of 5 cars, and it's my teammate Michael Elliott also there as the last car of this train, so our team is very well represented at the both ends of this train. And while I was driving behind Sam Smith, I thought I am much quicker, but now as I'm in front, I wasn't getting away from him at all, so I think it's just, you know, driving in front is much more harder. Like maybe there's a pressure going on. Here I made a huge mistake the first corner. Now I'm just trying to hold my car in the middle of a row, see what Sam Smith is going to do. We are going side by side to this right-hander. Still holding on my position. He's a little bit inside there now, so I leave space as we go through this bump and through this right-hander. But still, barely managing on my, barely holding on my position here. But very nice racing. This is lap 11 and still leading this train, but surely this is gonna be a long evening for me if it's going to stay like this. So honestly, I wouldn't mind if I would get a little bit of gap behind, but it's easier said than done. Okay, now a little bit later, Sam Smith lost the position for this car behind, and now I'm about to do the same thing, so I'm gonna lose my position. This car, I'm not really sure who it is. He's going around the outside. Very well done by him. Nice overtake, I have to say that. And now it's Sam Smith behind me again, so the race between the two of us continues. That was a pretty nice battle between the two of us, I have to say that. And the more the race went on, the more I started to think that the start where I lost the position for Sam Smith was quite crucial actually. And here I made a quite a big mistake, to be honest. Went sideways there, and now I'm like moving chicane for these cars behind me. They are going side by side behind me. Sam Smith already passed by me. As we come to the last corner, I understeer quite a lot here. I lose all the positions. There goes my teammate as well. Of course, I'm not trying to fight against my teammate that much. We are working as a team, and I'm mainly focusing on the team points anyway. But yeah, it all went from good to bad in a blink of an eye. But race is far from over, so let's not give up yet. And let's focus on what's in front. Here, me and Michael, we actually gained a position. So Sam Smith made a mistake the last corner, so we gained our positions back, or at least I gained my position back. And now I'm in front of Sam Smith again. So the race between the two of us continues. Although this time it's a little bit different situation, because my teammate Michael Elliott is leading this train, and I'm not really trying to attack on him. So I'm just trying to, you know, maybe give him an opportunity to get away from us building a gap. And also at the same time I'm trying to hold on my position and hold those cars behind me. So very difficult situation. But so far so good. As you can see, I am maybe the slowest cars on this train. At least it feels like that the Sam Smith is all over me again. This is where I get too greedy, so I was trying to use all the track outside, but I went too hot there. Cut the grass outside, and away we go. Off track we go, and that was pretty much my race there. Unfortunately, I wasn't too happy about myself there. And especially in this track, like wherever you go, it's a little bit like a downhill, and you just go very, very long there off tracks. But I'm trying to get my car safely back on the track. Then goes some back marker, and I think at this point I'm holding 20th position or 19th position, something like that. So yeah, Unfortunately, that was the race. I wasn't able to be there with my teammate in a good positions. Although it was a good evening for the team anyway. By the way, I did get a 1-3 position in the last corner, so that was a pleasant surprise. But yeah, so I did finish in 18th position, and my teammate Michael Elliott finished in 14th. So pretty good result for the team. I think it's the best result of the season for the team. But yeah, I think that's all. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in 1 month. Thank you and bye bye.